I take detailed notes
I
on
will
what
gaslight
matters.
you as much as you want, Win.
I
That
know. I just remember that we got a oh, I found a letter on the one dead body.
yeah. Yeah. All right.
Barry's code name is Barry
With an A. With an A.
with a A.
Yeah.
With an A.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, you guys, it's been a minute, so you guys ended up divvying out all the loot from the slaver's house is where that last session picked up. So eventually, you guys found your way back to the Ludengarter district, like inner sanctum deal. Um, met I don't have her name, so oh yeah, Amisra. Re-met Amisra and reunited her brother Virion back together. Virion led you into a tavern to the west, where he said you would be safe. You guys were able to take a nice long rest, which very much needed, with a tiny hut, Liamon's, if I remember right, and made a plan for how you were going to get back into the city. Eventually, after a bit of stuff, um, make your way back into the city, and head to Argyle's house in order of Beryl, Dante, Barry, and then Win and Kurgus. Only for Beryl to find that there are dead bodies in Argyle's house and a note that Dante finds, essentially saying, "Hey, we took him. Come get him. Bring the girl." Uh, Doing a bit of searching, looking for him in the house and looking for any signs of him. You guys do find some. Dante specifically finds documents of the Thallow Guild that he apparently leads, and Zelina, who had been trapped inside his panic room. Uh, you guys managed to set off some traps and find multiple secret doors. We had to do a little retcon for the changing forms of Dante and Barry, so you guys have actually seen what they look like now. And then once you met Zelina, you guys started making a plan to get Argyle back, hopefully in one piece. Meanwhile, Dante explodes in another room trying to touch Argyle's vault. And then you guys decide to split into two groups. We'll do Group A and Group B. Group A with Win and Kurgus go to the brothel, and they have their own set of recap. And Group B stayed behind, and that's essentially where we're going to pick up. Barry has already learned about how to hatch a dragon egg. And Win and Kurgus, essentially, you guys have just left, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes ago. Um, Beryl, you're still kind of like, I guess, figuring out what you want to do with the kitchen, right? You went into the
Yep.
kitchen and trying
Oh
to eat
wait,
some
I
food, and
forgot.
Dante's eating as well, just off of people.
Oh yeah, that happened.
hmm So we'll start with Barry then, because
Oh
Beryl,
boy.
we know you're gonna eat. So Barry, you and Zelina are in this panic room, and you just finished. She just basically finished going back and forth with you about how to hatch this dragon egg. Um, and so she kind of like looks back over to you. So like looking around a little awkwardly. How long do you think they're gonna be?
I don't know. Depending on if they find complications,
It's
uh,
true.
I'm gonna hope couple hours. Hopefully, if not, this
Yeah.
is.
The DM takes a nice long swig.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Totally.
Couple hours.
Boy.
Win comes back a lot richer, I'll say it that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of between the two of you, if you're not making conversation. The two of you have never been stuck in a room alone together, sort of deal. So she's kind of like just fidgeting with like a paper on the desk, kind of like looking at you and looking back at the paper and just so how do you know everyone? Just like trying to make small talk with you, Barry.
Oh boy. I got every well, with the original group, I got everyone to prison.
What?
I guess I should tell you this.
Hmm. We don't have to do the whole thing here, but do you
Yeah.
how much of that story do you tell her?
I mean, she already knows I killed the guy, so I think
Yeah.
I'll probably tell her the whole
Oh,
bit.
jeez. Okay. So
At least that incident, you know?
yeah, yeah. So like you tell her all of that all the way up until you guys get together
Prison
in
break.
Londa, or until you get to Hira.
Guess up till
Like, do you tell her the whole story about, Tahira and Crescent Island and all of that with freeing the
yeah, so we'll
guy?
go with that much.
You don't know, you're not doing that much.
No, yes, that much.
Oh, you're like the full. Okay, so like all the way to Londa. Okay, she's so you're telling her this story, and she does not expect you to just like lay out everything that's happened. She's like the paper that she's been fidgeting with. You see her like fold it in her hand, and she just like slowly looks up at you. She's listening intently to this entire conversation, which, by the way, for Dante and Beryl, is gonna take probably like 30 minutes of storytelling, at least. So Beryl, if you want to come back by like the end of it, that would work out all right. But so she like folds this paper that she's been messing with, and like stares at you, and just a couple times she's just like open mouth, like staring at you. She catches herself, closes it, and by the end, she's kind of just staring at you for a moment when you stop talking, Barry. And she's
Oh no.
just, well, um, that is certainly an interesting story. I'd heard bits and pieces from Natalia, but the full story is much more interesting. um, so, yeah. Um, Barry, roll me an insight check. And Beryl, after 30 minutes of him doing this, are you still in the kitchen, like trying to eat?
So I got a whole thing planned out. If you're ready.
Ah, yeah,
Oh,
why not?
boy.
Yeah, Barry, go ahead and roll the insight check, and let's hear what Beryl's gonna do here.
Is there
A
is there
16 apparently.
Okay, go ahead, Beryl.
is there any like indoor plumbing or any place like magical that I can get water from that I can tell that I can get water from it?
Yeah, there's definitely indoor plumbing here. This is a high-end establishment.
Nice. Are there potatoes?
Sure.
Is there any kind of meat? Spices?
Yeah.
Onions.
Yeah, dude, he would have the whole 9 yards.
I'm making a stew.
No.
Oh, jeez.
If I can find bread and butter, that's even better. And if there's wine in there, I'm drinking it the whole time I'm prepping.
All right. Roll me a con save with advantage for that. Okay, well, you're definitely not coming back by the time he's done then.
No. And as I'm, running around the kitchen, actually, Dante, you could hear this out in the hallway. Every time you hear me kind of like shuffle around, you'll hear this smacking sound like I'm hitting a rock or something. Hi, Beryl, I'm your friend. What would you like to do?
Oh my god.
And then, like, when you hear me shuffle back over, you'll hear the other one. Hi, Beryl, I'm your other friend. What would you like to do? Making stew.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Nice. That is amazing. It's gonna be delicious stew, I'm sure. We'll come back to you then. I'm curious to see how. You know what? Actually, how do we want to do this? I'll let you decide what you want to roll for this. Performance, nature, or I know this is gonna be weird, but or a medicine check.
Performance.
Sweet.
Because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm
That's
acting like I know what
That's
I'm
fair.
doing.
Yeah, I'll take it. I like that.
Well,
All right. We'll find out how the stew is in a bit.
Good luck, stomachs.
Yeah, good luck, stomachs. Barry, coming back to you. It seems like she's trying to decide if she wants to tell you something or not. And based on her response, it seems like or not is the answer. Well, that's an interesting story. Yes. You can see like she's deep in thought right now. She looks like she is drawing on memories from early on, knowing how old she is. With your insight check, Barry, you have a sense that she is recalling memories of the being you set free. Maybe not direct memories, but like you kind of feel like she's reliving something that someone like that she's been through, whether it's real memories or like direct memories or like stories that have been told to her. As you were telling her this story, you kind of get the sense that she's recalling things that she's heard from her past, way in her past. So if he's free, I mean, I assume you don't know where he's at, right?
No.
Figured. Huh. Well, do you all have a like a safe word or like a word that you guys know it's you? Like if
Kind of.
like if Dante walked up to you and you weren't sure it was Dante, do you have some sort of tell to each other?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Um, hmm, interesting. So you can see she's working something out in her mind. But she is being very tight-lipped about it. If there's anything you'd like to ask, Barry.
Hmm. I have a question for you. Do you perhaps know something about this person?
I mean, no, not so much, but I have heard stories growing up about the person that was released. Why?
Can I possibly hear the stories?
Well, I mean, they're they're just stories, right? They can't really be true. Otherwise, that would be terrifying. She looks nervous now.
Well, if you don't want to say anything, then I guess I can't push you for it from the looks of it.
It's not that. It's just, if the stories were true, then I mean, we might all be in some serious trouble. Um, but that's that you guys are gonna. I said it. Oh, that's too bad.
You realize you
Elsa
were right.
cosplay.
Hmm,
And,
that's too bad. Let
and
me
then
know when
he's
I'm back.
back.
Okay.
I think he's
I'll
waiting for us to
buy
tell
him.
him if he's back
Oh.
or not.
Am I back?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
Yeah.
back.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Did you hear what Zelina said?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't add anything to it, so as long as you heard that, she kind of like just waits after saying that.
I really hope so. Because I think he did something that I really want payback for now.
Oh, and what's that?
I think he messed with my guild in Ralphus.
Oh. Who's your guild? She's like, she's asking you these penetrating questions.
How do you want to know about that?
Well, I mean, it's good to, I mean, it's just you and me. Yeah, it's good to know each other, right? I mean, I've told you a bit about myself, haven't I?
Okay, now that just seems so to me.
Say that
Out of
again?
character, out of character, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that seems kind of sense to me. That's out of place. I don't know why she said it like that. That's making my brain go like this. Is this
Where's those red flags when you need them?
Pretty sure everybody in
feeling.
this party is a walking red flag.
It's so true. And what did we talk about then?
Yeah. Yeah, what did you talk about back then? That is a good
I'll
question.
talk.
So, back in
I'll
game
talk.
character, back in game, Barry.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'll be like, hmm. So, I don't know if care to enlighten me by what do you mean by that?
Mm-hmm. You're asking her what does she mean by that?
Yeah. Because I don't know why this
I
it
mean,
seems like
well, I mean, we've traveled together for how many weeks? I feel like we kind of know each other a bit, right?
hmm.
We're both we're both friends here.
Hmm. So I guess you don't mind telling me your name again?
Zelina Minamiritzar.
Hmm.
And what's your full name, if I may ask?
I don't like this. I hate this.
Can he say his character's own full name?
Probably not, but I'll try my best.
All right. McLegib going I can't even say it now. McLegib
Okay.
going Tuntinsworth Zeligsnog.
It's about the same thing. I
Oh,
can't.
come on, you can do it. I gotta hear it try. I gotta hear you try. You know, if you want to tell her.
Lego, Gollington, Tinsworth, Zelix. It's not like
That whole thing. Oh. Well, I mean, I see why you go by Barry. That sounds like a very regal last name.
it was a name I made up when I was small, okay?
Oh. Well then. And by this time, the two of you, Barry, you can smell the stew that's cooking. Cooked meat. It's permeating the entire house by this time. It smells okay. I mean, it's not, like, oh, I've got to follow this scent, but someone's definitely cooking some food. And in between this sort of deal, she kind of like she's going, that's very regal, and you're like going back and forth, and she's like, who's cooking? Who? It. I bet it's Beryl.
Yeah, 'cause
She looks at you and literally asks you, is he safe to cook?
I don't know. This barely
Making stew.
we did barely meet, so
Maybe
don't know if it is.
maybe we should go make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
How long have they been talking? You said a half hour?
When we switched to you, yeah. I would say probably by this time it's like 45 minutes. The stew's like almost ready. The potatoes are basically al dente. And if you're that still means it's raw. Yeah, so she like presses her way away from the table. Well, let's go make sure he's okay, and then we should finish this conversation. It's very enlightening.
While they're finishing their conversation, I'm packing all this up into the biggest pot that I can find. Imagine like a big old chili pot.
No.
But it's just a bunch of stew.
Yeah, so he has professional cooks that cook for him. So the biggest pot that he has is a 20-gallon stock pot that's like this big around cast iron. It's like about a foot and a half across and about 3 feet tall.
How much do those weigh?
It's pretty heavy. It's like 60, 70 pounds.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
Without the stew in it.
Barrel's not worried about it. As they end their conversation, I'd like to take a few cutting boards and try to lay them across and stack as much bread on there and butter as I can, and pick the whole shebang up. I'm not gonna bring any bowls or spoons. I don't even think about that.
No,
and I start waddling towards the door, and I'm just gonna try to meet them back over in that room with it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Make me a dex check or sleight of hand or anything else you'd like to try if you want to do something different. Just making sure you're not going to fumble on your way over there, sort of deal.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna fall.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because they're headed to you, and I'm not sure how well you can see around.
I can't at all. I stacked it all the way up, so I'm trying to I want to make sure everybody's eating.
I kind of feel like you're backing up with it. You're like walking back.
Mostly focusing on the bread because I don't want it to fall down.
Right. Yeah, obviously. Okay, so yeah, as you're making your way through the kitchen there, making your way back out, Dante's moved on to another body here, and as you're making your way out, they're coming up, and you guys kind of meet in the center room here. As you guys would see, Beryl holding this stock pot with massive stock pot with cutting board on top and a huge loaf of bread on top of it, and just I don't know if you're saying anything, Beryl, but yeah, as you're walking in.
Do I hear them behind me? Are they talking? Are you guys talking as you're coming up?
No.
And I keep backing up quickly because I'm trying to get back there because I'm hungry.
Yeah. She
unless you guys dodge.
Way. Yeah, she moves at it. They both. I assume Barry, you move.
Or do you say something? No, I'll move out of the way. I'll move out of the way. I'll just move out of the way.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just look at you guys surprised.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got some stew. And then I just walk it over to the table that's in the room, plop it down, and start ripping the bread into it and using my hand to cut the stew out.
Oh, I guess it's done. Well, I guess we should eat. Beryl, what's in this? I'll wait till your mouth's not full.
He does not stop stuffing his face.
Oh, jeez.
Good luck. I'll let you make a medicine nature check, or
oh boy,
she will. Oh, okay, cool. She rolled a 19 for whatever the check was for. She did. I'm sure she passed. It's fine. It's fine. She looks at you eating in, digging in, and looks over at Barry. Barry, are you digging in at all? Are you getting any of this?
I'm just gonna wait.
There's no utensils or bowls or anything.
No, yeah, it's just like bread and stew.
Yeah.
I
Fair
just
warning.
wait.
Fair warning, Barry. It's gonna get all over your hair.
It's already kind of if he's that close to the table.
You know what? Fair enough.
Mm, okay. Well, Zelina eventually kind of digs in a little bit, but she a little more dainty of eating style, just like dipping the bread and then like sort of deal. Maybe not with the gnashing of teeth, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Barry, you guys you're eating it as well though?
Why not? I need some food in my system.
All right. Roll me a con. No, I'm just kidding.
Only me. Only
Yeah,
me.
just you. No, no. You're good. So the stew itself is actually not too bad, Beryl. What specifically does it taste like, Beryl? Can you give us some flavor notes?
There's it's wet. There's pieces in it.
Beautiful.
You can really taste the bread when you eat it.
It's delicious, Barry, if you like bread.
A little bit of onion.
A little bit of onion. All right. Good stuff. And so Zelina just picks up kind of the conversation where she left off with you, Barry. While she's eating and you're eating, Beryl's obviously eating for four. And just so you made up your name, Barry? Where? Why don't you? You don't know your surname?
I'm an orphan.
Oh, I I'm sorry. I didn't cross my mind. My apologies.
It's fine.
And you bear. And she stops like mid sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, I was an orphan too. Back in Chris. Excuse me, sorry. Kyrgyz, he that's some stew. Kyrgyz, he found me, and he took me to the people who are my parents, who I choose to be my parents. But anyway, this stew is stew. And I dig back in.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that's good to know. I'm always interested to learn more about my friends and people that I've met with. Where's Dante?
He was out in the hall. And then I start picking at my teeth. There's something stuck in them. He was chewing on someone.
Never mind. All right. Well, I guess we can get him when he gets back, whenever he's done with that. How long are we waiting for them? I am not very patient, as you might be able to tell, but how long should we wait for him?
Who are we waiting for?
Did you say that out of game or in game?
In game.
In game. Okay.
I've eaten most of the stew and I look concerned. I'm like, are there more people coming?
No. Kyrgyz and when do you think they'll be back if they're just scouting?
Oh, that's a good concern. Maybe I should make more stew.
No,
I don't know.
They'll be fine. I'm sure they have other food.
I don't know. Well, they were going to scout, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have to get back before noon tomorrow. Isn't that
today?
Is it today? Wait, what's
today? Yeah. So currently it's like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah. Well, Beryl's not good with time. Like he's still been awake, so it's still today.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
But tomorrow's tomorrow, and that's tomorrow. Even though today is tomorrow, it's still tomorrow when I'm talking about it.
Okay.
But I imagine they'll be back. How many hours is that? If it's For probably a couple hours.
Yeah. Probably. Well, I mean, in the meantime, perhaps you all, we all, maybe, perhaps you should take those notes to Political Junction when it opens up, and see if you can rally more support to your cause um, for getting. And she like looks back over to you, Jerry. Is Jerry off the out of a leadership position, right?
Beryl is just like slack jawed right now. That was a lot of words.
It was a lot of words. Don't worry, she's looking at Barry.
It's just I don't know how to react to this. It's out of character. This seems so suspicious. But I think in character, I probably think so too.
Fair. I mean, you've only been traveling with her for like 4 months. It's fine. It's not really 4 months, but it's been a while. Yes, no, maybe.
Well, we were supposed to give this to someone, but you know.
Well, yeah, you were supposed to. So, that's what. I'm sorry. I've skipped some steps here. It was supposed to be given to Argyle, but as Argyle's not here, you all will have to make the plea. We'll go with plea. You all will have to make your case to the nobles of Uptown. They're the ones that control the city, essentially. They're the ones that choose the leaders in times of crisis, or have great influence on who the leaders are, and whether or not they stay in power. At least that's what Argyle's told me. So if we can rally support from the nobles of Uptown, then we can get those in power out of power.
Okay, so we need to take a case to the nobles. Is it like a big case? I can pick up pretty big ones.
It's a big matter, Beryl, but it's a small case.
What's the matter?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
No.
Sorry, you stepped in that one. I'm sorry. I couldn't let that one slide. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The fucking dad jokes, man.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's small, but it's big.
Yes, it's a big problem that needs to be dealt with, but we have, and she like points at Barry, hoping he's got the notes to show, but it's a small amount of material things.
You shouldn't say that about Barry.
It's Beryl, the notes.
Oh. So we take the notes to the nobles.
Yes. And then try to explain to them why Jerry, the person that has signed these notes, should no longer be in power.
Right, that's the bad one. That's the one that's been doing all the bad stuff.
Yeah, but also
Barry, is that the one? We haven't met Jerry, have we, Barry? Jerry.
You have.
You have? Barry certainly has.
You know Jerry, Barry?
No.
Oh God.
Barry, we have to go find Jerry.
Why is life like this?
I don't think we can tarry.
Oh
I'm just kidding. Beryl doesn't know that word.
Please
No, but it's
please
so funny.
end my suffering.
My inner dad is laughing a lot.
Okay, so who's a good person to talk to in the nobles? And he says it with a capital T and a capital N.
Yes. I'm not sure. Argyle didn't really explain who he was going to talk to at Politico Junction, just that he was going to speak to the nobles. So,
Politico Junction. Is that where the king stays?
so on the map, and I'll just we'll do the map here real quick, like old uptown. All right. So from Argyle's house, straight down is this Politico Junction, which I drew a terrible arrow to. This building right here is the center building for all of the laws and everything that's passed across the entire city. The king can, or queen, or whoever can make like executive decisions and overwrite that. But for the most part, the people in Politico Junction make the rules and laws and regulations for each section of the city. And I'm sure Barry can describe to you, the inner bits since they've been there before, but it's segmented in by regions of the city. So Uptown has its own section in the building. New or Old Uptown does, the slums, Lowtown, that stuff. Each district has its own section in Politico Junction where people meet and talk together to work out what laws and regulations should be for that portion of the city. Does that make sense?
Yes, but good luck teaching Beryl that.
Yeah, Zelina's essentially going to say that, all of those words, so whatever Beryl understands.
He just keeps nodding. Kind of off to sleep, like he slouched back in his chair because he's so full.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now that you've eaten most of what you're going to eat, Beryl, roll me a con save with advantage. You're used to this kind of stuff, but you never know. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you're all right. You're fine.
Can I tell you guys a secret?
Oh
I
boy.
had no idea what I was doing. That's acting.
It's pretty good, Beryl. And Beryl, you notice that she probably has had maybe a 16th of the amount of food that you ate.
I don't know if I would notice that. I just nod like
That's fair.
I'm self-satisfied. I'm happy with what I
Okay.
did.
All good, all good. Well, Barry would notice. Whatever. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Well, oh, I'm still drawing stuff. Well, whenever Dante finally gets back, maybe you all head to go to the Politico, and I'm not going to play two NPCs, so Dante's going to come back while she's saying that and just be like, hey, what did I miss? And she's going to catch him up. And so, with because it's going to be just the two of you, because Dante's unfortunately not going to be able to join us tonight. He's going to follow along tonight and say certain things at certain times.
Nice. Well, okay, so we're not waiting for Kyrgyz and Wen to get back?
Well, I mean, Politico Junction doesn't really open until 8 a.m. anyway, so it depends on when they get back. I mean, if they're not back by 8, or might have to worry, but
All right.
I don't know.
So I can take a nap.
I mean, yes.
Oh, there were beds in the basement, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I start heading down to the basement.
Okay. Beryl, do you get distracted by the weapons on the wall?
No, I'm like sloshing around. I'm just,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
ready to lay down and
Yeah,
take a nap.
gotcha.
It's late at night.
I gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, it's 2 a.m., whatever. Probably like 2:30, 3 by the time you guys finish eating your meal and chilling. Barry, is there anything you want to talk to Zelina about at all?
Kind of thing.
Take your time. That's what this session's about.
Trying to think if there's anything. I don't think so.
Okay. All right, bedtime. Or waiting if you want to spend 6 hours of downtime. Up to you.
You know what? I'll take those 6. Wait. Mm, I'm scared of exhaustion, so I'll take some nap. I'll take a nap.
Okay. Where are you napping?
Is there only one bed? I don't even remember.
Oh, there's beds all over this house. You basically just get to pick a room.
It would be hilarious.
All
Well,
right, so
I have a terrible idea.
oh,
Take out the sleeping bag and just sleep in here underneath the
nice,
table.
nice. You just like shove the thing off. Okay,
Yes.
sweet. Argyle's gonna. If Argyle ever makes it back, he's gonna love this house. all the work that's done to it. All right, so yeah, you take a nap. Zill, as you're doing that, Zillion's like, "Are you really gonna? Okay, you're gonna lay here. Oh, okay. I guess I'll go find. Yeah, okay." And Dante just like climbs up to the ceiling, like, "I'm gonna nap here." Or I'm sorry, let me do this. I'm gonna nap here. That's his voice.
By
And
the way,
then, okay,
you
so
should say
let
this.
let me ask then, how long do you guys nap?
Well, she said 8, so if I wake up, anytime between 6 and 8, I'll just get up and putter around. Probably drink some wine out of the kitchen. Kitchen.
Kinchin.
Kitchen.
I'm gonna go to this Kinchin.
I need some more.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, all right. Well, that was nice and easy. Let's do this since you guys had so much fun doing all that. Zillion is going to go off and do her own thing. And yeah, Dante and Barry, you guys are sleeping in here, and we'll flip over to Kurgus and Win. Kurgus and Win, you guys get away from the Saffron house and start heading back towards the other house right around 8 a.m. mark. It's like a little before, or maybe a little after, but it's right around that time. Are you guys like booking it to the house, or are you just like casually strolling? How quickly are you trying to make it back to Argyle's?
Wen's trying to get back as quickly as possible, but he's also fucking exhausted.
I bet.
Well, he has 2 levels of exhaustion, so his walk speed's like 15 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he's basically just like dragging his heels. Don't ask, don't tell.
I don't know
Definitely.
which one.
I don't have to ask. I
Please
can
ask.
imagine.
I cannot wait for these guys to get back. All of this session is just going to be their recap, actually. All right. So, what about you, Kurgus? How are you getting back? Are you staying with Win, or are you gonna like help Win along?
Yeah, I'll help one along. You can lean on me.
Okay, yeah. When you're walking, because
when
25, not 15.
Because Wen's still a little exhausted and drugged a little, right?
Yeah, a little drugged.
Just a
Little
bit.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right.
Would the drugs have worn off by the time he gets back to the house?
By the time you get back to the house, yes. However, Kurgus, are you like putting your arms around him to like help him?
I'm short, so I was just gonna be like, here, you can lean on me a little.
Okay.
A little.
Oh God, I'm gonna regret doing this, but when I need for you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as soon as your 2 skins make contact.
Oh no. I hate you. I know exactly what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything. I want you to
13.
Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Oh, he froze.
it's a low save.
Oh wait, you're back.
Okay, cool. It's a low save. So, yeah, it feels really nice to have someone to be able to lean on when But yeah, you guys make your way back, and after about 30 minutes, when you're done with the saves, thank God.
Thank fuck.
I had to do it once. I just yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, if I had failed, that would have been.
It would have been interesting. It would have been interesting.
Oh, it's
yeah,
that
you guys-
kind of drug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of drug. It's a brothel.
Wen's had a rough night.
Wen's had an awesome night.
No. Now that
very
everything's
tired.
worn off, Wen has had a rough night.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So by the time you guys get back to Argyle's house, the door is still closed, but you guys are easily able to come inside. Barry, go ahead and
Back in
round
3,
the house.
2.
He's back.
Okay, cool. So no one's inside when you guys get there. It looks like the house is dead silent.
I want to say Wen would remember where the little safe room is, but I also know that he's exhausted right now, so he probably won't. If it's decently hidden.
But if you want to be a probability, roll me a D100. Let's see if you remember it.
Oh god.
50 or higher is a yes.
38.
No, you don't. All right, you know your character way better than me. Oh
I know
my
it.
God. I thought they fixed this shit. All right. So Kurgus, when you come inside, where are you going? Because Wen's basically like, bed.
No, Wen's looking for a bath.
Or bath. Yeah, the bath makes sense. There's baths on the 3rd floor. You guys would have eventually found those out. So
I don't
you know
think Wen
exactly where that bath is.
I mean, if when do you know where you're going?
Not really. He just looks exhausted right now.
Alright.
His feet are visibly dragging across the floor.
All right, I'm gonna kind of put your arm around my neck and kind of so you're kind of leaning on me, and I'm gonna get you up the stairs and put you into one of the bathrooms and say kind of help you walk and half drag you up there and just be like, all right, have at it. And I'll close the door.
Thank you.
When I know you're tired, do you change back into your form finally?
If nobody's mentioned it, Wen's forgotten about it.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, no.
If
no one
until
mentioned
somebody
it.
mentions it, he's staying like that.
Sweet, I didn't hear anything. Kurgus, so when's gonna do the shower thing? Kurgus, you come down. You still have not heard any peep from anyone.
I'm gonna check the kitchen first.
It smells like stew in the kitchen. There's dirty dishes and pans and pots littering the entire kitchen. I assume
Looks like a
right, Beryl?
battlefield. It looks like a battlefield.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, I think I had been in there before we left.
Yeah.
I was just gonna kind of shake my head because I think Kurgus has a feeling what might have happened in here.
Yeah, you might know from experience.
So I'll head across the hallway and go to make my way back to the secret room.
As soon as you make your way inside the door, just for hilarity's sake, Barry, roll me a percentile. And I'll roll for Dante.
Question about how big is that basement?
You talking about the panic room?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty big. I mean, if you're looking at the map, it fits 3 beds, an entire table and chairs. It's probably a good 100 feet plus across.
Right, and I had 6 hours to release that stew. I gotta do some calculations real quick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
I'm very scared what this is.
Oh, God. All right, cool. You make your way inside, and you see Barry soundly asleep on top of the table in a sleeping bag, and would notice light breathing. Or actually, no, you would just notice Barry. Never mind, because Dante doesn't breathe.
That's it.
Yeah, you just notice Barry in this room, and he's asleep.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna mess with him. I'll just keep making my way down into the.
Okay. As you get to the corner, and I'm just gonna build on what Beryl's doing here. As you get to the corner, there is a interesting smell that hits your nose. It smells like stew, but stew that's kind of been sitting out for too long, maybe.
What does that smell? I know. Was it Dante that got zapped?
Yeah.
I know Dante got zapped, but that should have been gone by now.
It actually gets stronger the closer you get to this room.
All right, so I make my way into the room.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you hear Beryl snoring away. At least you hope it snores. It doesn't smell like snores.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I'm assuming that it's pretty pungent in here, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna check on him, just look at him, make sure he's all right, and then retreat back down the hallway.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Debatable.
Debatable. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. You still haven't found Dante or Zelina, but so far everything seems to be in order.
Yeah, I think if I see the two of them sleeping, I'm gonna assume that everybody's asleep. I'm just gonna make my way back into here and just take a seat.
Okay.
Because it's what time is it now?
About 8:30 in the morning.
Okay. We got to get over there. I'll probably give them about 15 minutes, and then I'll probably start waking everybody up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna say because of how much Beryl ate, you would definitely have to wake Beryl up. By the time you get back to Barry's room, Barry's already started to started to wake up on his own, and you'd actually see this time Dante slowly climbing down from the wall to the floor to like try to actually wake Barry, make him get up. There's weird little like wet drops on Barry's face. like someone was dripping water on him.
Like someone was dripping water on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe someone on the ceiling.
Oh boy.
Dante
yeah,
just couldn't
so-
hold it.
Yeah. So Barry, this time you hear Kurgus come into the room, and as you're like stirring awake.
Huh? Oh, you're back.
Morning, sleepyhead. The hell are you doing on the table?
FYI, Barry and Beryl, the two of you, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a long rest. So feel free to take that in your character sheet. FYI.
Lucky.
I
what-
don't
get it where
even
you
need
can.
it, but I take it.
Yeah. Normally 6 hours isn't, but I'm giving it to you.
They were well fed. You were well fed.
Well fed. Yes.
It was all the soup.
It's all the soup.
Is it good? It's hot and it's ready.
It tastes like warm bread with meat. Yeah, sorry, derailing.
All right. Well, if they're awake, I'm gonna go check on Barry or a Beryl and go try and wake him up.
Yeah.
I'll take a quick breath before I walk into the room.
Yeah. If you breathe at all, it's worse than it was before.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna walk over and just kind of kick him in the side. Barrel, wake up!
Oh, he stepped away. I'm sure he'll Gurgis. Hi.
Wake up! We got work to do.
Okay. And he gets
What
out
the
of
hell
bed.
did you eat? Jesus.
Stew. It was good.
It smells like it was good. Wake up and come on out to this dining room, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna leave him alone and walk back out.
Like quickly walk away. All right. So when he gets back, he will eventually. You notice, and I don't know. He can retcon this if he wants. Oh, you're back. Barrel. It's very stinky where you left. Do you close the doors behind you when you come out?
No.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you come out. Barry's awake. Dante's here. The only person that's missing is Alina, but who knows if you actually need her or not.
And when?
Oh,
I was gonna say just
sorry.
Selena.
Sorry, and when? No, yeah. Who's when?
Where's when?
Yeah.
When's when?
I want to ask how is when.
Yeah. How is when? a nice hot steamy like 20 30 minutes.
I've had 3 days to think about this.
And I still don't know.
Oh, I know. You guys don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So, when are you staying in the shower?
Yeah, when's basically trying not to fall asleep in the bathwater.
Beautiful. Cool. All right. So the four of you in the room. Everyone is there except for Wynn and Zelina.
Where is Zelina?
Yeah, where is she?
I pat Kyrgyz on the shoulder rather forcefully and say, "Hey, how'd it go?"
Could have been better, but we got some information.
Great. What'd you find out?
Well, we know that half the place is a brothel and the other half is a drug house. I'm fairly certain that the saffron quotes is just a front for a drug operation they've got going on.
Beryl nods, only hearing the word drugs.
I scoped it out as I flew around a couple times, and it's pretty heavily guarded. I saw at least 7 or 8 guards around the outside, and I didn't get into the main building, just the brothel section.
All right. So what we're gonna do here? You guys have 15 seconds. Tell me when this loads. To look at the map as a description to how Kyrgyz is describing it, and that's all you're getting until you get back.
It is loaded.
All right, you have 15 seconds.
So the top part is the bottom floor. Do you want me to describe this to them?
No.
Yeah.
Just
Top part is the bottom floor?
Top part is the bottom floor, and then the bottom right is the middle floor, and the top is the third floor.
Okay, so a circular staircase, another staircase.
So
bed.
This part right here is the brothel area. It's on stilts. The rest of it has a foundation and is on the ground.
No, this part down here, the bottom right, it was on the middle floor. This area down here is where the brothel was.
They're both parts.
Right, but yeah. So this is the
oh, I'm talking about like
floor.
where the actual like rooms are.
Oh yeah. And then up in the third floor over here is where I saw a bunch of alchemical equipment. It's probably where they're making some type of drug.
Yo, who's that dude?
All right, and back. All right, confirm that to memory. Don't
Screenshot.
Brothel.
Yeah, right.
Right. Drug, stairs.
If only we had a VOD to watch that.
I know,
had it on
right?
there or something.
All right. So, yeah. So he gives you a good description of the house, the layout. Continue on if you'd like. But that's I wanted to give you guys a chance to actually see the map as he saw it, since he's describing it to you.
Unfortunately, I didn't gather much information from people, although Wen may have. He was dealing with people more than I was.
Kind of imagine Kyrgyz actually does chuckle at that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
At one point, I did see Vinter Drauthus. He met with the redhead. I think her name was Viserys. She seems to be the in charge in the brothel. But I didn't hear anything about Argyle or anything like that, and it didn't seem like he's being held in the brothel area. As far as I could tell, probably not on the 3rd floor either. So if he's in there, it either has a basement or he's on one of the interior parts of the floors that I couldn't see.
At the mention of Argyle, I pull out his hammer and start fiddling with it.
I may also have to go disguised if we if we
oh yeah, I forgot about
go in
that.
there, go in the front door.
Of the brothel?
No, of the just I may be recognized if
Where? At the brothel. Is that what you're saying?
He did some things.
Huh?
I don't really want to. I don't really want to talk about it. It's just.
Oh, like you.
Oh no!
No,
Not
I've
that.
pooped my pants before too.
Oh, I didn't do that either.
That's all right, Kirby.
They didn't have my type there. I'm gonna kind of flush.
Beryl doesn't understand the concept.
No.
Interestingly, in the one room in the brothel, there's a trap door that will drop you down to the ground. Don't ask me how I know about that.
Was that at the top of the shoe?
At the top of the shoe?
You see, Beryl. I kind of feel like Beryl. You drew out as he's like describing what you guys see in that picture.
That I did that from memory after you turned it off, and I hadn't really been paying attention anyway.
Yes. I mean, you got the circular staircase. I see that, obviously.
I got shoe, smaller shoe, and box.
It's in. Yeah, it's. I guess. It's in the like near the heel of the shoe.
Okay, but are we going to the brothel or are we going to
we'll need to...
Polynesia Politico in
Well, that's something we'll need to talk about. Has anyone seen Wen?
You know what? Should we go check on one? I don't know where they went.
How long ago was it that I escorted Wen up there?
You haven't seen Win up there since you guys got in at like just after 8. And it's like 8:30 now.
Ooh, speaking of poop,
Oh,
Beryl is feeling the
stew.
I'm gonna
The
look over
stew.
at Beryl. No, you were the only one that was speaking of. I'm just gonna hang on. Let me go check on Wen, see if he has any more to add before we decide what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna head up and knock on the
God dang it!
door.
It couldn't be Zelina, could it?
No.
I'm gonna start looking for a privy, but I'm not gonna tell anybody what I'm doing.
Wen might actually kill you if you walk in on him.
Barrel, roll me a history check. See if you can remember where the bathrooms are. Nope. You're too focused on your bowels at the moment.
Well, Barrel's not. He's a smart guy, so he's actually gonna go outside because there might be like a groundskeeper's.
I mean, there's
thing.
also just the quote-unquote chamber pot that Barry knocked off the table.
It's true.
Chamber. That wasn't a chamber.
The stock pot.
That was my food pot, buddy.
Well, you can put it back in.
Put it back in. Oh, God.
It's about recycling.
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna go on the outside of the building and see if I can find an outhouse.
Okay. Barrel, roll me a perception check. And everyone else inside. What are you guys doing?
I was going to knock on the door where I left Wen.
Okay.
I guess I should see where Zelina is.
God dang it. I was hoping it would be Selena.
Everybody always hopes it's Selena, but it's
No,
it's always
it's
always
not even for
Fergus.
that. I had to slightly modify
Oh,
how
no.
she looked. And I want to know her reaction to it.
Yeah, so you hear a knock on the door.
Wen just barely lifts his head up. Who's that?
Wen, you all right in there? Been in there for a while.
It's warm and comfy. It feels good.
What?
Exactly.
It feels good.
I have no idea what you're saying, but you need to wrap it up because we really need to get going. We only got 3.5 hours.
Fine. Like, you hear just the water dripping, and Wen walks out with what basically looks like a fucking fluffy bathrobe. That's good. Like, he still hasn't changed his appearance.
I was really
You-
worried that Win was gonna be so broken that they weren't gonna come out with any clothes on.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank
That was going to
goodness.
be if somebody walked into the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what I was saving that for.
Okay. All
But no, Wen's not giving a free show to anybody.
Good. All right. So you walk out with the bathrobe?
Pretty much. It's his armor, but it looks like a bathrobe
Yeah.
right now.
I always just assume you have your armor on now.
It is a shape-shifting set of armor that can be whatever I want it to be. I am never taking that shit off.
Oh man, that's gonna start smelling bad pretty soon. Barry, where are you looking for Zelina at?
Just first, like, across from, like, the closest rooms, usually, I think. I'll check first.
Okay. Like kitchen, nothing, hallway, nothing, there, nothing.
Yeah.
Do you check this room?
Yeah.
Okay. You do find her in here. She is quietly reading some of the books that Argyle has on the wall.
I'll say, hello.
Hi. Hi, Barry. What's going
The
on?
other two are here.
Oh, I didn't hear them come in. Shuts the book and like puts it on the table. You can see she's reading something along the lines of well, the title is History of the Known World. It's like
Invigorating reading
it's
right there.
yeah, it's like 4 or 5 inches thick. Like it's a thick book, and she's
probably
just
lived
reading it
half
as
of
it's like extra enlightenment reading. And like puts the book down on the table and well, let's go talk to him, I guess. And I
Okay,
assume,
let's go.
yeah, you. It's gonna be great because you're gonna lead her back before everyone else gets down. She's gonna get in there, with just you and Dante, as Kurgus and Wynn, you guys are headed down, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. You guys are headed down. So you'd hear Zelina as she's making. Barry, I thought everyone was here. I don't even see Beryl. As the two of you guys start to enter the room. Oh,
Like Gwen just says, "Sorry, I was taking a bath."
When you know you still look like me, right?
And just looks down. Oh, right. It just looks at Kurgus. You didn't see anything, did you?
Of course not.
Okay, cool. And just slowly changes back and just basically plops into a chair.
Finally,
Talk about anyway.
When roll me the last Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Fuck. I need to stop turning off hardware acceleration.
Yeah, you do, man.
It's the only way I can stream movies in my Discord. That's a 7.
When you are hung over from that drug, you are actually on top of your exhaustion levels. You now have a splitting headache, and will have any disadvantage you don't have right now. You will now have a disadvantage until this headache goes away.
I already have disadvantage on everything.
Okay,
It came with the exhaustion.
Then on top of all of that, you have this terrible migraine.
I honestly have expected you to say, well, now you have a 3rd level of exhaustion.
No, it's not that bad. It's close though. She's like counting. I see everyone but Beryl. Beryl, you go outside. You find a hefty bush to kind of hide or not hide behind. Watching, not you specifically.
However, that's the end of the session.
However,
and
Everyone died at the end.
Oh, there he is.
all right, you're back.
Yeah. However, yeah. So, to hide or not hide behind. However, that you feel like they're staring not at you or whatever, but there's like someone or something is watching this house. Just like every time you look, you don't see anyone, but you feel like you're being watched.
I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
And he froze again. Wow.
Seriously?
Wow.
Holy shit, man.
It got better when he turned his camera off last time, didn't it?
Not
I
really.
don't think so.
How shit? Okay. Okay.
How shit.
What?
No one saw that.
We all saw that.
All right, where's my drink? It's been a long week, y'all. Been a long week. All right, so Beryl, it feels like the house or like general area is being watched. You haven't your perception check. You didn't see anyone. You haven't seen anything, but you hear like bushes around like the outer reaches of your sight. Like you feel like you heard them shake, like, but you look over and they're not moving, and you don't see anyone. But you have that like prickly sense on the back of your neck that you feel like someone's watching you, sort of deal.
Huh. Well, good luck to them watching. I pull out my sword, dig a little hole, drop trowel.
Yeah.
Do my business, pile the leaves on, kick the dirt back over, and I am satisfied. I'm gonna keep walking around the house because I forgot which way the front door was.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. All right, making your way around the house. Beryl, since you're walking around the house, actually, when you get all the way to the back side of the house, you would notice that there's a large section of like basically climbable vegetation that goes all the way up to the 3rd floor and connects to one of the windows.
Yes.
Are you gonna climb that?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh
That was the
boy.
first entrance he saw.
Roll me an athletics check and a secondary perception check. Nice. I figured you'd pass that one.
Oh,
Ooh, that's higher than I expected.
yeah, me too.
All right. So you get all the way up. You climb up, and let's see if I can move your token here. Climb up. You climb up here, and all the way to the 3rd floor, and you get just behind one of the stained glass windows of the 3rd floor, and there's nowhere left to climb, Beryl. You start looking around like, well, what the hell, man? And you find what looks to be a small hidden lever. I'm actually going to I'm taking your 18 roll, because it's you're not going to reach the DC with a -4. I'm sorry. Even at a nat 20, that's still like a 16. But anyway, you find this small hidden button, just to the right side of the window there.
I pushed the button.
The glass kind of like squeaks. It actually rolls out towards you. You have to like lean away as it comes out, and it opens up so that you can actually crawl through the glass into the 3rd floor.
I crawl through the glass into the 3rd floor.
Nice. The window stays open because you have not pushed anything on the other side to close it. And you don't see anything on the other side to close it.
I'm not worried about it. Not
All
my
right.
window.
Sick. I assume you start heading back down.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed if I walked past the bathroom and I saw, like, through an open door that I had missed out on it.
I'm gonna let you be disappointed. The
I
door is
am
open.
disappointed. Then I do a kind of sad walk down to the rest of everyone.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
All right. Cool. Meanwhile, before Beryl gets there, because that's going to take a hot minute. I mentioned to Barry that you guys may want to stop by Politico Junction, but I mean, it's up to you. There is only a few hours left, and we do need to have a plan, at least. Hopefully, and she looks directly at you, hopefully, when you have some good news.
Wen's just like his hand is sitting on his head is resting on his hand, and just sort of like staring blank. Like, well, he's there, but I couldn't figure out where he was. I think the 3rd floor.
Yeah, how good were your notes?
Oh no, I have good
yeah,
memory
I'm
of it, but I
I'm
have to
just
play
messing with
this
you.
up.
Okay, well, if he's on the 3rd floor, then maybe you could fly to him. He looks back at Kyrgyz.
If somebody can get me to him, I can get us both out.
I'm all spent in that department.
Kyrgyz, you know that I have boots that let me fly. Every chance I get to talk to you about them.
Wait.
I talk to you about them.
All right.
Yeah, you would definitely know that.
I guess I'm gonna kind of like rub the bridge of my nose. Beryl does have his boots. Could possibly get you up there that way.
Mission Impossible theme song right now.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, continue on.
But yeah, I mean, I can get us both out, but I don't know how much use I'm going to be with this.
I'm gonna look over at Zelina. Would anyone at Politico Junction care to know about the drug problem in the Saffron House?
Drug? I don't know. As I told Barry, I was not privy to who Argyle was going to be talking to at Politico Junction.
I can't imagine that they're not aware of it.
Well, I mean,
So
some of the. I mean, would I recognize through the clients that I saw if any of them were or something?
There might have been like one or two of the partners that you had that evening.
Clients. We're using clients, okay?
Okay, the clients that you had that evening, but hard to tell exactly who was noble and who wasn't. It's all
Okay.
They all seem very similar once the clothes are off.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if any of them were clients of the Saffron House, I doubt they would want to do the thing, the what's it, investigate. I doubt they would want to investigate.
well, maybe we could say that we're working for Argyle and find out who he was planning to meet that way.
Ah, fuck off. What? And Wen looks like he's trying to remember something. Fuck. From what I heard, they got told that Argyle kidnapped Selena, so I doubt they would actually be willing to help us.
Hmm.
Like from what I heard, you, and he points at Zelina, got kidnapped by Argyle. So they sent a squadron of men, 20 or so, to come retrieve you. And you fought 15 of them off, and then 5 of them got away with Argyle.
Well, I mean, she gives a meek smile. It felt like there were more.
Well, it one just looks like he's exhausted. He's like, well, the remainder of the men were probably at the place because I remember them telling me stuff. But yeah, I mean, if they thought you were kidnapped and that's the reason why, maybe we could use that.
Are you saying I should accompany you?
I'm saying, well, we don't exactly. I'm not going to be much use today. So we could use all the help we can get. I'm hurting in places I didn't know I could hurt. I'm just going to put it at that and leave it at that.
Kurgis, I remember you saying that I could tap into you for a moment. I may be able to help Wynn's situation.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. I'm a little drained as well, but
Do you have
probably not as much as when. Kind of wink a little.
Oh God.
Wen just gives you a look like, I'm going to get you back for this.
Yeah,
really am.
Zelina actually gives you a look too, like a scowl too. You know, because that's her body.
But yes, yeah, I can help. I immediately kind of like I just kind of shift uneasily.
Do you have 2 level 2 spell slots?
I believe so. I have 1 level 2 spell slot.
Perfect. Okay, you no longer have any level 2 spell slots. She's gonna walk over, and you guys would see her hand glow right on Kurgis's shoulder, and Kurgis, your shoulder will light up a light golden glow, and you guys would see this mystical energy just like swirling around her hand and travels up her arm. Kurgis, you feel a little bit more drained, but other than that, she breaks her hand off and thank you, Kurgis. Win. And she takes the same hand and places it on your shoulder. And will, mechanically speaking, you lose 1 point of exhaustion. So you're at 1 point of exhaustion, not 2.
Wen sort of stands up and starts like flexing his hips, like, "Oh, I can feel my thighs again." He doesn't say that, but it's very obvious on his.
If you're missing any hit points, you also gain 23 hit points back.
No, I'm at full health
Okay,
still.
I figured. Just throwing it out there.
Wasn't that kind of night?
No, it wasn't. If it was, we'd be having a completely different story.
Oh yeah, yeah. Win probably wouldn't have stayed the full 6 hours.
No, Wen just would have charged more.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. Win. I'm sorry I can't be more help, but I'm fairly drained myself.
Well, I can walk again, so thank you. He sort of stands up, stumbles forward a little bit, and grabs onto the. No, maybe not quite yet.
So, so then what's the plan? Are you heading to Politico Junction, or are you going to try to get Argyle back? And by this time, Beryl, you finally walk in as she's asking that question.
Hey, did you guys know that there's some vines in the back and there was a secret button and it opened the window?
What are you talking about, Beryl?
What?
Well, I had to poop.
Yeah? So what's this about a secret button and
Well, I went outside
vines?
and it felt like I was being watched. So then I just walked and I forgot the way back to get in the house. But then I found a way in the house and it was some vines on the back of the house and it went up to a window.
Whoa. What do you mean you were being watched?
I don't know. There's some weird people out there, you know.
Wen's just gonna whisper to Zelina.
I'm gonna walk over to the front door, kind of peek out.
Okay. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Wen's just gonna whisper to Zelina. At least he didn't try to use the bathroom.
16.
Kurgus, the moment you stick your head out, you see the bushes to the right kind of shake for half a second and then stop moving. You don't see anything else other than that.
Okay. All right. I'll walk back into the room. Yeah, we're definitely being watched. I don't know how many there are though.
What? I thought it was only like one guy. That'd be weird if there were more than one.
Oh my god.
You mean like a club?
This is a pretty big house. Well, so it's likely that when we leave, we'll be watched.
Or if
And
they
we
don't
don't
see
know.
me, they may come in.
If they see you, you think they'll come in.
No, if they don't see me leave the house, they may come in.
Oh, they're waiting for us to leave.
Possibly. Or
What
waiting
if-
for me to leave. I don't
What
really
if
know.
we make them see you leave?
We could pretend to leave and then not actually leave. So then we'd still be here in the house.
Beryl, how would we do that?
You pretend to leave.
You mean like walk out the door and then come back in?
Yeah. No.
Kurgus and Barry, you all, you two could leave out of the window from the other room, and then I leave Zelina.
I'm not real good with heights.
We're on
Oh, wait,
the
did you say
third
it was on the third floor? I don't think you said it was on the
I
third
didn't
floor.
say where it was. I just said I climbed
Okay.
up a long vine
Beautiful.
and then I came in a window.
Well, no, I'm talking about the window in like the room right across from us.
Oh, okay.
Basically, like you guys leave through here, and then Wen leaves through the front door as Zelina, and then we sort of like pincer them.
That's still a height for him.
That's true.
Oh man.
gonna ignore that.
Don't worry, Kirky.
Although it might be true.
So, do I go through the window?
Just somebody go through the window in the other room. Then
I'll do it.
And then I leave as Zelina, and as he's saying that, he just sort of he changes his clothes and his looks to like he's a clone of Zelina, basically.
Barrel's impressed again.
Well, what's?
I'm sorry. I gotta do this. She has a moment where she looks at you, and she just because you brought this up so much last session. Did you make my boobs bigger?
Oh my. Beryl notices and keeps looking back and forth between them.
Oh no, like that as he changed back to her physical form, they would have shrunk to her size again.
Wen's just gonna look at her and then point down like, do you really think you could get a mouse in there?
I'm just gonna leave the room.
Yeah,
now.
when she just looks up at you, she holds one finger. Do not forget what I told you.
Yes, well, there were about... As he's walking away, like, yes, well, there were about 15 guys last night that saw it anyways, and just runs.
When?
I don't know if I would make it.
Yeah,
I don't know either.
Yeah, no,
she might kill me.
She might actually. If she was doing better, you'd be in some serious trouble. But she. Oh, sorry, I'm moving Kurgis. She does chase after you. If I was feeling better, you'd be a dead man.
And if I hadn't done it, we wouldn't know what Argyle is. You think it was a picnic for me? I couldn't walk when I got home.
We had a deal.
Yes, that none of them, and points to the party, none of them would see. But you knew what I was going there for and what I was going there as.
I can't, I gotta go. And she like starts walking away from you. She's angry.
Oh no,
angry.
Wen is gonna guilt trip the hell out of her later.
Fine. You can do that as much as you'd like to try.
I'm doing this for your... He's saying this loud enough so she can hear it. As I did this for your friend. I got drugged and just... Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. It's clear she's not walking back at this point.
All right.
So
just for that one... just for that one, makes them bigger just a little bit again.
Oh my god.
What?
Alright.
Tell me what to do.
And this is how Wen dies.
Yeah, right?
Wen dies in a battle with a 400-year-old sorcerer.
700.
700, sorry.
Anywho. Yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Well, I was gonna climb out the window, so.
Assuming that Barry got out the window, Wen's gonna walk out the front door, disguised as Zelina.
Okay, Barry, I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Roll me stealth check.
Here we go.
This is where he rolls that one.
No, just a dirty 30,
Just a dirty
you know?
30. It's fine. He's definitely not stealth, y'all.
Definitely not.
Definitely
no,
not.
everybody saw him.
Yeah. Yeah, Barry, the window opens and you're not sure that you're even outside.
I'm so inside.
Yeah, right. No, Barry, you're stealth. Yeah, you're gonna pincer people. Yeah, Barry, you don't even know where you're at right now.
Barry doesn't even know where Barry is. That's how good he is.
All right. Well, I guess I'll follow Barry.
All right, Kurgis, are you going to?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say Dante goes as well.
Yes.
Barrel, are you going to? Barrel, are you going to?
Kurgis, let me ask, how bad is your fear of heights?
It's like I wouldn't like I'm not deathly afraid, but I get a little weak kneed and
on a
little
scale
shaky.
of like 1 to 10, 10 is frozen in fear, can't do anything. Where are you at with like a 3-foot drop?
He's so scared he froze up.
God damn it!
He didn't freeze.
He didn't freeze.
Ha!
Oh, it's Kurgus froze. Okay.
Oh, wait,
Nice.
at
Mike's
3
like,
feet?
was it just the camera?
Wait, what?
No, he didn't freeze for any of us.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Wait, was
he
this
didn't
me?
freeze.
Huh?
Yeah, I
it's
think it was just you.
It's just you. Cool.
Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
there he goes.
It's not me,
Yeah.
it's you.
It's not you, it's me. Wait, no, it's you.
Oh,
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being frozen in fear, where does Kurgus fall in a 3-foot drop? Which is, reminder, like most of your height.
oh, a 3-foot drop. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah,
Like a 3 or 4?
like it's like a 3,
Oh,
3 or
okay.
4. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like pause for a moment. You're like, I got this.
However, I rolled a 6 for stealth.
You sure did.
Can I
Don't
can I
worry
describe
about it. I rolled a
Can I
nat one.
describe how I go out the
Oh,
window?
boy.
Absolutely.
Y'all are not sneaking up on anybody. What the hell?
I kind of climb up on the windowsill and like bang the window open and I kind of trip as I'm going out and I land face first in a bush and try and roll a little bit and brush myself off and get up against the wall.
Nice. Yes. So we're gonna do this real quick. 1 second. We got.
I'm gonna look around for Barry. I don't see him.
No, you don't see him.
Bush time.
Bush. All right. So Barry, you pick where you want to be, and then if you can make yourself invisible, just there should be a hide. I think you can press H or something. If you can move it after you hide yourself, that would be best.
Bonus points if you find the bush that I went in.
Oh wait, it doesn't.
Oh, you can't hide it? Okay.
I don't think I can.
That's fine. Okay, so put it wherever you want to put yourself, and then I'll quote unquote hide you.
It's
Or
just-
you
is
could
it just
like
H?
number the bushes. Number the bushes like top left is 1,
Oh,
top
yeah,
right
there we
is
go.
2.
We'll do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
just message me privately. In order top left to bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll just I'll put you there. No one sees Barry. So you come out and you like stumble and fall face first into like the corner of a bush. And like catch yourself on your arms. Your arms are a little sore by that. Get yourself up, shake, and like get yourself back up to the wall. Right, I'm supposed to be hidden. And as you're standing there, Beryl, would you like to describe how you fail on this?
Yeah, Beryl...
Hang on, before you do the full description, you're going to trip on Kurgus as part of this, so...
Beryl actually didn't know that we were trying to stealth, so that the -1 actually works out really well. So he actually grabs one of the pots because he kind of likes it. He's gonna return it, of course. And as he's like trying to climb up on the counter, he tries to do like a Dark Souls roll. Like it would be cool to roll out the window like yeah. So as he rolls out, he ends up falling out of the window and straddling Kurgus like he's a mount.
Yeah, just right on the back of the neck.
Yep. That's my 2 thighs around his head. Just
Kurgus,
we're both facing forward.
roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That checks out. Kurgus, roll me a follow-up 1d6.
Oh no.
Oh god.
As this happens, the pot goes flying
you
off
take
into the
3
distance.
You take 3 points of crotch bludgeoning damage. As both of you fall prone on the ground. Barry, you turn back and you see Kurgus basically straddling the back of you see Beryl basically straddling the back of Kurgus's head, both of them laying face down in the dirt.
Oh boy.
Stop it.
Jeez.
Anyway, the pot went flying off into the distance, that direction. I don't know how far it went, but you know,
that's fine. We'll do the little pot.
It's Argyle's pot, and I'm gonna feel bad because I'm gonna have to find it later.
Yeah, it flew off into a bush somewhere, and you'll have to find it.
Oh, that's the poop bush. The one that you had right there. That was the poop bush.
Might be. All right. So, yeah, all of that happens. Dante sees the calamity that's happening, and he's like, I'm going to go to the other window and climb on the wall. And he's just going to climb up on the side of the wall and try to stay hidden. And let me roll for him real quick. Wow. It's that sort of night. As he's climbing on the side of the wall, he hits a loose rock and
we're just not sneaking up on
lands
anybody.
right on top of Kurgus and Beryl, who still have not
just as we're starting to get up.
Yeah.
This is so. This is actually a pretty good explanation as to why Barry was able to hide so well.
Yeah.
They're all watching us stumble out.
No joke.
I would say at this point, Wen would have already just like walked outside.
Yeah. Oh, that's
not
fine.
even hiding.
Kurgus, you take another 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Well, and you know, 2 nat 1s landing on top of you. You know.
Barrel's gonna start army crawling towards one of the bushes in full plate armor. So
yeah. Yeah, love it. Dante's gonna be like, no, screw that, and get back up on the wall, on the side of the wall. Like, no one saw me. Meanwhile, you walk out as Zelina, and you don't see anyone initially. Do you continue walking?
Yeah.
How
Guess I'll
far do
continue
you
walking.
walk as Zelina away from this house?
I'll just look like I'm going about my business, probably going to the political place.
Okay. All right. Let's switch maps real quick.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. So from Argyle's house, you make your way down. Oh, let's change colors so you can see that crap. Holy cow. Got to be able to see what you're doing. I said that one. God dang it. All right. You make your way out and down and following the city block. And as you get to the corner, you make another turn. Still no one. You make your way all the way down. All the way down. You can make it all the way to Politico Junction without anyone stopping you. Do you go inside?
I guess.
Okay. I think you were part of this description before, but let me ask everyone: is everyone else following Win?
Yeah, I was gonna say, were we not? I think I would have been following in the shadows, in quotes. Like, oh,
yeah. You're following in the shadows, and Kurgus is like maybe 3 feet behind you.
Barrel is.
Kurgus is in front of Barrel. Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, Barrel's right behind you. Just yeah. So you guys make it all the way to Politico Junction. No one stops you or does anything. They seem to have just been watching the house. Do you guys go into Politico Junction?
That's me
I think
sneaking around.
I might have to.
Yeah.
I might just do it.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna try to go in, hopefully.
Okay. Barry, would you be the last one? Would you like make sure you're waiting for everyone else?
Yeah, because I feel like there'll be more. They'll bring out more attention if I just I'll see if anyone else.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you make your way in. You guys make your way to all the way to Politico Junction. Not necessarily meaning to go there, I guess, but following Wynn's decision to go to Politico Junction. No one stops you on the way. No one, interacts with you essentially on the way. It's very uneventful. Nice stroll early in the morning. It's a little mist in the
If
air.
anyone makes eye contact with me, I shh them. Like I give them the shh signal.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
All I can picture is Kronk.
Yeah, kind of. Good. And yeah, you guys are most of you are definitely not stealthed, but you do make it all the way to Political Junction unheeded by anyone else. Everyone makes it inside. Barry, as you're the last one, you would notice a couple people follow them in, but you don't recognize them. Actually, you do recognize one of them. It looks like a little goblin girl following them in.
Well, it looks like I'm trying to. I'm gonna keep an eye on those.
Okay.
Those people.
Yeah. So for those of you who have not been inside, think like if you ever seen Harry Potter, like Gringotts, where they have you walk in and there's like two solid rows, levels of people sitting at desks working on things, papers, it sounds like typewriters. As you're making your way inside, and you make your way down this hall where you have these two layers, past the two layers into a grand open entryway, and as you're looking around, there are carts and people all over the place. People are going in every which direction. It doesn't look like there's any sort of chorus or unison sort of God, I can't think of the words right now. It looks like chaos, just absolute chaos in there. It doesn't look like there's any plan for how people move about or anything like that. And as you guys are standing there, when you would see the same carts that brought you guys around before, do you hail any of the carts?
No. Wen would probably walk just because he's waiting for somebody to attack him out of nowhere.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So you make your way. Where do you head then?
That's a good question.
You to be clear, you would see signs for the different sections of the city, so you'd be able to at least follow the different sections of the city. So what section of the city within this building are you headed
to? What options does it say?
So you would see New Uptown, Old Uptown, Low Town, Slums, Ludengarter, and the other one I can't think of right now. Where's my?
I mean, we were just in Ludengardner thing. I think.
I'm pretty sure
that's where the disease poison thing was.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm telling you the right. So, that's the other one. All right. So, New Uptown, Old Uptown, City Central, Diversity Village, Lowtown, Slums, and then the two districts to the north, the Steinveld and Ludengarter.
I guess we'll head to City Central. Does Wen notice any of the party following him?
At this point, it's going to be kind of hard not to notice a dwarf and a large human and a gnome walking behind you, stealthily walking behind you.
And then just no sign of Barry at all.
No sign of Barry yet.
Are there columns in this place that I can hide behind as I'm like moving forward? Because I'd go column to column.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You know what? I have an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go to City Central and then I'm gonna walk back into New Uptown.
Okay.
Like through the across the bridge.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't make this building, so this is going to be a theater of the mind sort of deal. All right, so you make your way through City Central, and it's you can see that the class of materials used and the like as you're traveling to the City Central, they degrade just a little bit. It's not like when you went to the slums section where there was nobody and nothing had been updated in like a century. It's nothing like that. It's just slightly less good than as you enter this place. And as you get to the City Central, there's like a long hallway with many doors on the right and left. And I kind of imagine you get there and you're like, yeah, this isn't where I want to be. And you like kind of turn around and make your way back. Yeah, so as you're making your way back, you would turn around and bluntly see Kyrgyz, Beryl, and Dante like walking to you.
Like, well, I guess we're not being followed.
Oh, by the way, Beryl's standing against a wall, like arms out, like you can't see him. I assume, right, Beryl?
Yeah, and I'm scanning.
Yeah.
Do I see anybody suspicious?
Actually, Beryl, since you're specifically said since you're scanning, roll me a perception check. for before this moment, because you would have been doing that regardless. Okay. You wouldn't notice anyone specifically following you, Beryl. But you would notice something. You would notice a couple familiar faces. You just can't place them. Like you swear you've seen them before, but you can't remember where you've seen them before. FYI, you'd seen them recently, but you can't remember where you've seen them before. That is an amazing, yes. So yeah, you whip around and when do you say anything to the party?
Wen's gonna walk back like, oh, well, I guess we're not being followed.
I don't know. I saw some faces.
I mean, people's heads tend to have faces, yes.
Which faces are you talking about, Beryl?
You can give any description you'd like, Beryl.
Well, no. We saw. I don't remember when we saw him, but there was a guy. He was about 5 foot something. He had hair. I forgot.
Did you see what they were wearing?
Did I see what they were wearing?
Yeah, this is your full description. Whatever you want to describe them as.
Oh yeah, no, he was in a leather tunic and a vest, and he had some pants on. I think he had something on his feet. I don't look at people's feet a lot.
Oh, well, all right, but you're describing like I'm gonna look around like everyone here.
Oh, but he had a quarterstaff too.
He had a quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You walk, you look around and you see like 3 or 4 people with that description with a walking staff on them.
Is it? I'm gonna point to the ones that I can see. I kind of like stand on my tiptoes and look around. I don't know exactly how crowded it is in here. But...
Not here at City Central. It's not actually nearly as crowded as when you guys went in.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point to a few of them. Any of them?
Nope.
All right. You know what, Beryl? Why don't you think on that a little more, and we'll keep going.
He starts rubbing his chin, and then he starts scanning again.
Excellent. All right. And you guys start heading back to New Uptown. Is that it, Win?
Yeah. We're going to New Uptown. Then we're gonna I'm assuming cross back over the bridge. I thought it was like an underground, like subway type thing.
No, this is like one huge building. This is one
Oh.
massive building. It's like the map doesn't do it justice. So the map on here, it's lacking, but this building is basically 2 football fields wide by 2 football fields wide.
Oh,
It's a
gotcha.
massive building. So like 400 yards or 100 yards, 200 yards. What's a football field? Oh my
So,
god.
And
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Technically a football field.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
have no clue.
600 feet by 600 feet.
Yeah, basically.
Big.
Big by big.
Okay,
So,
then.
yeah, so it's huge. Hence the reason it has carts and everything.
Well, honestly, I don't. I don't think Wen would remember where we're supposed to be going. He was just walking out of the house to see if somebody would attack him or like try to kidnap him or something. So he'd probably just walk up to the party and be like, "Well, what do we do now?"
Maybe we can go back to the entrance and say we're here on behalf of Argyle. See if
They told us to talk to the nobles about a big matter.
Yes, I don't think I could pass myself off as Selena.
Yeah. But what's the big matter?
We're trying to get Argyle back. We're trying to get help, but I can't pass off as Zelina.
Where's
Something that is
Argyle?
here.
Kurgus, this time you notice when whispers that loudly, since you're still scanning the room, you would notice that
Kurgus or Beryl?
Beryl. Sorry, Jesus. God. Rose keyboard. Beryl, you'd notice that 2 individuals in the halls, when he like loud whispered that, stared in your general direction, and they're like continuing to stare in your general direction. They're not looking.
Yeah,
at
the
you.
one guy with the quarterstaff.
No.
Damn.
It's a little short, very short human. No more than like 4 feet tops. And another short-looking human, probably about the same height, boy and a girl.
I'll keep my eye on both of them.
Yeah, they continue.
Very obviously, like I'm staring at them.
Okay. Yeah, they're not looking at you currently. So yeah, when you say what?
Wen actually says what?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you said I'm not trying to be Zelina.
Look, I don't think I'll be able to pass myself off as Zelina. I was just trying to see if anybody was actually watching the house or not.
Eagle 2. Eagle 2. We got observers. That's you, Kurgus.
what? Huh?
You're Eagle 2.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Who? What? What? Who now? Who now?
I just point right at them. The 2 people.
As soon as you point at them, they like turn towards each other and they start running. They're running right in your direction. They never saw you.
I start running after them.
Barry, since you have been tracking them this entire time, you would have seen just as they entered the building, the goblin girl would have changed shaped into like a 4-foot tall woman. Hard to tell, 4 feet, but looks like a woman. And the other one that was with her turned into a shorter version of what they were, human male, around 4 feet, 4.5 feet, somewhere around there. It's these 2.
What is the right plan here?
Keep in mind, so as a visual here, you guys are in a it's still fairly populated, and these two have they were standing by the wall just nonchalantly until staring in Wynn's direction until Beryl is just like, and then they both look at each other and they're like, and they start running.
Do we notice them running away?
You would notice them running away.
Okay. I'm gonna guess they're part of it. Should we go?
I'll probably try to grab one.
Okay. Cool. So, Barry first. Roll me a athletics check, and Beryl, roll me a athletics check. Or actually, I'm sorry. Whatever, you already rolled. We'll still take the athletics check. Oh yeah, no, it's a it's a simple matter of just walking a few steps, Beryl. Yeah. So before Beryl, describe to me how you catch the mail.
Is there anyone between me and the mail?
There's 6 people between you and the
I am a bowling ball. They are pins.
Beautiful.
What a description.
Yeah, you guys see Beryl he points, and as soon as he sees them run, you guys turn your head. They start running, and Beryl's already past you guys, chasing after him. And before you can even say anything, he's already knocked down 3 people on the way, falling over. And they're like, "Hey, what do you do?" And he's already knocked another person over, chasing. Barry, the 2 of them rush past you. You go to grab the girl, and you catch her just a little bit by the hair. And as soon as you catch her by the hair, you would hear and feel this noise as she cuts her own hair off from behind and continues running past. Little dagger from back from her head.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. And the male, seeing how close he was, dodges to the left just in time for Beryl, after knocking the 6th person over in a row, dives at him and grabs both of his feet. And Beryl, do you say anything?
Stop right there, criminal scum! And I lock him up in a full Nelson.
Sweet. As soon as you yell that, as you're yelling that, Barry and Beryl and the rest of the party who's now watching this would see this male, adult male, 4.5 feet, change forms a little bit and turn into this little boy who's like, "Help! Help! Help me!" in front of everyone now.
He's in a full Nelson.
Yeah, he's in a full Nelson in front of everyone. 4 or 5 people just stop and stare for a moment. Barely.
You're a faker. You're a big fat faker. And I pick him up by the scruff of the neck and I start walking him out of the building.
I haven't done anything. Let me go.
Less talk, more walk, you criminal. And I try to play it off like I know what I'm doing.
You know what? Roll me a performance check. I want to see how good you are at this.
Can I help him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just walk up and as Zelina well, what do we have here?
All right, I love it. Beryl, go ahead and roll me a second performance check to see if you get any higher. Yeah, 4 or 5 people staring and watching as you're getting closer, or getting closer to the entrance area as you're walking back, and one of them is gonna come up and stop you, and you see him walking towards you, and Wynn comes up. "Oh, what do we have here?" And they're they and just walks off. throws their finger up like they're gonna say something, and just never mind. Walks off. And you guys are able to grab this little boy, apparently, And where do you? He's screaming like the whole time, which doesn't seem to have any effect. By the way, it is now currently close to 9 a.m. at this point. And you guys are. Do you guys take him all the way back to the entrance, or where do you guys take him?
Unless anyone directs me anywhere else, I'm just walking back towards the entrance because I'm going to take him out of the building.
Yeah, I'd say we just head towards the entrance. What happened to the other guy?
The little girl kept running. She's gone.
Well, shit. Okay. I say we take him back to Argyle's place and see what Zelina has to say about him.
Yep, and the whole way back I'll be loudly proclaiming, "Keep moving, criminal!"
Yeah, it's funny because his feet aren't on the ground. You're still just holding him above the ground.
Yeah.
No.
Keep marching.
Yeah, his legs are like dangling in the air. Okay, so you guys make your way outside. Several people look like they were gonna come up and stop you, Beryl, and just before they get to you, they're like, "Nah, never mind," and then they like walk off. Seeing how
Have a good day, citizen.
yeah. I mean, it kind of checks out because you are in full plate armor. You look like similar to what a guard might look like if they had any in New Uptown.
I'm a private contractor.
Yeah, I'm a private guard. So you guys make your way all the way back to Argyle's house, not being stopped at all by anyone, and yeah. All the way back, and as you make your way inside and close the door, that's where we're gonna end. And we'll meet back up next Saturday or Sunday, whatever day. What day is this? Sunday. We'll meet back up next Sunday, and we'll see what you guys get out of this person thing, whatever it is.
Nice.
Oh, Wen's gonna fucking have a whole week to come up with how to guilt trip Selena.
Good luck. Good luck. She's 700 years old. Good luck.
And he just took how I'm not gonna say it. You're on Twitch still.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Beatings.
Here, hang on. Let me go ahead and hang on.